Okay. Okay. Woo-wee. Can you all hear me? Can you all see me? Actually, I wonder if people can hear me right now. Yeah, okay, people can hear me. What's going on? How's everyone doing? Lube versus Verona, game 4. Oh, Lep, you got a fresh cut, eh? Ooh. A little tight to the sides. LegaVolley, okay. All right, we are underway. What's going on, everyone? I had to kind of rush in here to start things off. Okay. Honestly, Verona's going to have to do something special here. Verona will have to do something special in this match if they want to stay in this series for sure. If they want to be able to go back home, they are going to need to do something completely special in this match. I think that has to be, they have to play much better than they have so far in the past 2 matches. I'm hoping that Keita's healthy. Luckily, they had a whole week for him to be able to get back into it. Oh, Zingle on pulled the shot in there. Love to see that. Dope. Whoa. Thank you. I just got coffee delivered. Yeah. Oh, Nikolov. First error of the match already. Oh, Mozic with the ace. Yo, Verona coming out hot. They coming out hot. They ready to go. Nikolov error, then gets ace right off the bat. Man, might be a bad week for the Nikolov brothers, for the Nikolov family out there. Moni unfortunately got knocked out of the Russian League Championships a little earlier this week. Was it on Thursday against Zenit Kazan? Medea's going to call that timeout early because, man, 5-1. Holy. 2 aces by Mozic back-to-back on Moni. I mean, for Medea right now, it's not about, there's no real information that needs to be given. It's all just about, hey, we need to calm things down. We need to get things going again, reset here. You hope this match is better than Rusova versus Avierci? Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch the match. I work out on Saturday mornings. Lepke. So far, the only Verona player or Lube player who's been able to score. He has 2 of their 3 points. He has 3 of their 4 points. Oh, yeah, just the dribbler off the top tape there, eh? A lot of you already thinking that Verona's going to be able to force Game 5. Interesting. I don't know. That's the one thing on Lube. They're not great on the road, but they are pretty damn good at home. Going after Keita there early, and Keita's going to wipe that one off the block into the antenna. Oh, yeah, just perfect swing there right off the arms of Boniface. I mean, if I was Boniface in that situation, especially if you've got the 3-man, there's no need to try to turn yourself back inside and leave any gap. Just go up parallel with the antenna, angle that arm back to the inside. Lepke, damn. Really carrying Lube right now. 4 points early on. 4 of Lube's 5 points. Thank you. I got coffee delivered. I got bacon delivered. Good start. Good start to my day. I got a workout in. Now I'm getting fed breakfast. Keita just blasting that one through the block. By the way, this whole like getting fed breakfast, it's not the normal. It's not the norm in my house, I would say. Usually I would say it's actually probably the other way around. But that's the thing, is if you take care of your partner, they'll take care of you. Pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff. Lepke already with 4 points. Zingle with 2, Keita with 2, Moza with 2. Micah on the board as well there, letting people know that he's around. He's alive. Botolo with his first swing of the game, looking good down the line too. Oh, that's a tough one. That was a tough one. Connie, you already know how I feel about that new VNL ball. If you guys don't know, go check the latest video I've posted. It's just like, don't tell me you're talking about the visual identity of the VNL, and yet it doesn't even represent anything. It's so lackadaisical, so lazy. Like Chat GPT merch and apparel. They've really been going after Keita so far, eh? He has handled a lot of the balls early on here. Darlin misses one, okay. Oh, just outie. I mean, it was a 5-1 start here for Verona, but they have cooled off quick, and now it was 9-9. Now it's 10-9 after that Botolo serve. Once again, it's going to be a watch-along mukbang as I eat my breakfast. Lepke. 5 points so far early on. Honestly, if they had like I mean, they kind of do have a specific VNL court design, pretty similar to what we're looking at right now. I would honestly love to see it be a little bit more uniform to like where we are. Like, let's get some cool, some cool courts there. Like in the NBA tournament series when they have like the city courts, those are sick. I really like those. Nikolov having a bit of a rough start to the game here as Darlin goes down the line. No, I don't think the new ball has anything to do with the in-out software. And like, I do agree that you need contrasting colors that are brighter, right? Like it needs to be easily tracked, especially in a stadium, with kind of people around. But like, man, that orange and blue that we had on the other decathlon ball, like imagine those colors on the Mikasa. Oh, with a little bit of white there, that would be a sick ball. And like once again, we don't need to be like FIFA where we're switching up everything every single year. But if we had like a VNL ball, a World Championships ball, maybe an Olympics exclusive, that would be sick. Somewhere in between soccer and basketball, where in football they switch up the balls every year, every tournament, every league, every season of the league. Whereas basketball, it's always the same thing. It's just the brown leather. Oh, not quite an ace, but they are really coming down hard on Keita so far in this match. Like in serve receive, Keita is really being abused. Oh, that's some really good blocking there by Lube. And there we go. Nikolov scores his first. Nikolov scores his first. We're all tied up at 13s. I want some better defense out of Darlin there. I want some better defense out of Darlin for sure. That's right through his hands. He's not ready. He's not watching that ball. I posted that video about Keita joining the Italian team this week. Oh, put a shot in. He puts it away. Lube takes their first lead of the match, or first advantage since 1-0. Yeah, I posted that video about Keita earlier this week about him joining Italy, and a lot of people seem to be critical of his defense. And I actually want to say I think Keita's defense is actually pretty good. I think he plays defense really well. He just doesn't have like it's way different playing defense where you just need to get the ball up as opposed to passing where you need that precision. But man, that defense there from Darlin was not good. Did not look great. Keita's been targeted 5 times already in this match. Staffarini and Mozic, 2 each. So far, they've really been, like that's a situation where you have to go down Keita, especially when he is in the front row. I think you want to be serving at Keita. Oh, did he get the hands? He did. He did get the hands. Nice. I mean, yeah, it is a little questionable with Italy getting another naturalized player. Well, technically, USA does have a naturalized player. Gabby Garcia has technically been naturalized. I know that's a little iffy because technically Puerto Rico is part of the USA, but he's played matches for Puerto Rico, so he had to like switch over, which wouldn't be allowed anymore. Canada, we wouldn't be getting any guys like that. So this is a little known fact, but leading into maybe it was Tokyo, I think, but there was a time when Simone was actually looking to become a Canadian citizen to be able to come play for Canada. That is, actual fact. He was looking into it. But the thing is that Canada immigration is really difficult. Like you would have to live here and like we're not like other countries who are going to be like, oh, you're going to help our sports teams? Yeah. Come to Canada, come play for us. So there needs to be some type of tie there to be able to come in. And Japan actually has, there's Delorme this year as some of the rosters are starting to come out. Delorme, who's actually, once again, Cuban, but he grew up was basically like in school in Japan to play volleyball. And he's been playing in the SV League. And it looks like he's been given Japanese citizenship, and he's going to be playing for the Japanese team this year. Darlin, whoa. Darlin trying to get himself going. I want to see Balasso. I want to see Balasso position himself better in defense. That's one of my biggest issues with him. Lepke continues to be outstanding. 6 for 7 in attack with an ace. I think Darlin kind of needs that, but it was interesting to see in the last game. Darlin is a guy who gets really hyped up, but he wasn't as emotionally wrecked by some of the calls that Verona didn't like. So it was a very interesting progression to kind of watch Darlin pulling the coach and pulling the other guys away from him. No Keita on the court here as we're seeing D'Amico get subbed in for him in the back row. Mozic, does he miss that one? He does. It is really too bad about how much Mozic has struggled this season because, man, he's been really one of the upcoming stars to watch in this league for a number of years now. And I know he's not 100% healthy, but still, it's tough to see. All right, Micah. What can he do here? Well, 5 serving errors, 6 serving errors so far. For Verona, only 2 for Lube. That is huge. All right, so we're all tied up in 19s here in set number 1. Gargiulo's once going to go after Mozic. That is going to be tight. Oh, Lube needs to go up and contest that ball. It worked out for them in the end, but man, I want to see someone having better eyes on that ball and tracking it a little bit better than what we saw. Good swing there by Nikolov, though. That's his bread and butter. Out of system, 3 men in front of him. D'Amico passing that ball. Oh, there we go. The 38-year-old Serbian legend gets his paws on it. 21-19. Lube takes their first real lead of the match. It seems like a rabbit biting on a carrot. I'm just eating a bagel with some cream cheese. I work out on Saturday mornings, so I don't really I get home at like 11:30 a.m. my time, and these games start at noon. That's what I said. It's like it's a watch along mukbang. Bacon, yum. And as soon as this match is done, I'll have to sign off because we've got some company coming over later on this evening. And we've got some company coming over later this evening, and I got to clean my house. And so right now my partner is cleaning our house all alone, and I feel bad about that. Whoa, Lublin takes the first set 25-14. Yo. I'm actually going to toss this game on as well, too. I'm going to watch double the streams. $25-14 for Lublin in the first. Did they have 9 aces? Is that what I'm reading here? Oh, just a little tip over the block there by Nikolov. Nikolov hasn't really gotten the handle on one just yet. Okay, only 1 ace. I was wrong. 9 digs. 4 blocks. 11 kills for Lubin in that first set. Ooh, Lepke. And just missing the sideline there. He's had a really hot start to this match. Which is it's just beneficial right now for Lube to have, they're not playing Nikolov ball yet. They've been able to spread that ball around. Lepke has been leading them in scoring so far. And that's just a good news if you're a Lube fan, right? Lepke's already got 8. Yo. That was probably his 8th, to be honest. Jackson Young, baby. Pride of Nipissing University. Ooh. Okay. What can Verona get back in this match? With Sani out there. Oh, that's a good pass by Nikolov. That's a great pass by Nikolov. Bonifonte with the presence of mind, too, to throw that ball down. No one, he doesn't really do that. That's not really much in his arsenal. So for him to go up and chuck it down as he's in the gap, we're going to get a really good look at it here. Yeah, no one is on them. No one's watching that. No one's fronting him. Such good presence of mind there. He's really on it with the game flow right at the moment. So they only brought Sani in to serve there. A big swing. That's a big swing by Keita. He's looked, I was really worried about him after, match 1 when he injured himself? Match 2 after he injured himself? Yeah, it was match 2. But he's really looked a lot better. He's really looked a lot more healthy. Smart timeout here by Lube. Just kind of settle things down. Don't need to complicate things too much. Freeze whoever's going to be on the baseline. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not really tracking rotation like that at the moment. Keita has looked fantastic so far. He really has. He's really strong in attack. Not so strong in serve receive though. That's going to be that's been one of the big difference. Verona hitting at 70% so far in this first set, but their excellent receptions is only about 15%. Dame Pedersen, Darlin or Allen? That's a good question. Because, Keita, that's tough. That is tough. Set 1 goes to Lube, 25-23. Yeah, Darlin or Allen is a tough question because on one hand, like Allen's always looked way better in national team. He gets more starts and gets more time. Whereas, I know Allen was injured for most of the season for Scraw, but Darlin has looked fantastic and Allen has, only looked okay. So it's tough to say. But I love the way that Darlin plays the game. All right, Lepke, 8 points in this one. Keita with 7. Nikolov with 4. Zingle, Darlin, Mosic with 3. Podshanen with 2. Bonifante, Botolo, and Christensen with 1 apiece. Even in attacking, both teams have 14 kills, 13 errors. Verona doing it much more efficiently, though, with only 3 continues. A block apiece, an ace apiece, but those errors are the big difference there. 7 serving errors for Verona in set number 1, and only 4 for Lube in set number 1. So that's actually pretty good. Okay. Also watching this Lublin match going on here. Looks like Warszawa just got a nice little block. Warszawa rocking some slick black jerseys. Oh, Bednor's with the A's. Got 2 pretty good games going on so far here, especially if Warszawa can wake up a little bit. Semifinals from Italy and Poland going on at the same time. I thought Lube was going to be cooked if they went down 5-1 in that first set, but they've bounced back really nicely, just played really steady. Fed Lepke as that hot hand. He had 8 points in the first set. Furley hasn't had the best game so far over in the Polish game. Good to know. The Discord is saying that I jinxed Verona. Luna Sole, is there a Galatasaray football match you need to watch today? Is that what's going on? All right, set number 2 here. That different. Lepke looks like he thought he got that one. There's going to be a challenge here, maybe. Micah going after Balasso there. Oh, that's a good set to put a shot in. Good set to put a shot in. Once again, just not having to play Nikolov ball is so important for Lube early on. Or just just like early on in the set. If you need to feed him later on in a set when things are getting tight, then absolutely go for it. But early on, got to open things up to other guys, got to keep them going. Because we all know Nikolov's going to get his swings. That's a great run to Keita. That's a great run to Keita. Just off of that left shoulder of the middle blocker. Right into the gap. They're really moving. It looks like if I was them, I would really move Keita around in the back row as well, too. Just have him hitting so many different zones on that back row ball. So it looks like, I didn't even realize, but it looks like we have Sandy out there and not Darlin. Yes, Cooper Smith, I was wrong about that. If Lube loses the series, then Piacenza does go to the Champions League. Lepke continues to be the best player on the court right now. Oh, Gargiulo. I want him to get that ball. I need Gargiulo to get that to get a better touch on that one. Was that Antonov? Is that who they just showed in the crowd? Oh, that's a big ace there by Bonifante. That's an absolutely massive ace. Lube takes the lead here in set number 2, much earlier than they did in set number 1. And, that seam to me, that's Keita's seam. He's really trying hard not to pass that first ball. This is exactly what I've been saying. Like, they need to target him. Lube needs to target him. In serve receive. Botolo exercising some demons. Back-to-back points here. Actually, 3 points in a row, technically, for Lube Civitanova. Yeah, Verona having to take that time out. Mosic with the overpass. Luna Sole, are you trying to cater to me, like by saying that Eric Lepke is an underrated player? I mean, hey, I've been saying that for years. I get a lot of flack for it, but I've been saying that for years. Said it when he played for Monza. I said it last year as well, too. Been saying it all on this year. He's one of the more efficient guys on the team. And you know what? 8 for 9 right now in this match. Yo. Say that you need me. Say that you love me. And I'm looking over to that other match there as I watch the blonde-headed boy of Jackson Young going high off the block and out of bounds. Those two could be playing side by side together this summer at the VNL for Team Canada. It's a prospect I do not hate at all. At all. Actually, because Luna Sole, I might be able to get to watch Turkiye play for the first time live this year because they'll be coming to Ottawa for men's VNL. Hopefully FA is a little bit healthier by then. I'd love to be able to see him play live and really in form. Oh, what a run there to Nikolov. I love your. Whew. I loved that run and swing to Nikolov. That's the first time he's really uncorked a ball this evening. Yeah, I appreciate you guys showing up to the streams regardless. I know it's difficult with timing sometimes. Oh, Sandy with his first real swing there. Really well done. Really well done. Now it sounds like Keita's going to be going to the baseline. Oh, yeah, that's a great swing. Off the back of Alex Nikolov. Oh, that's long there by Nomori Keita. And Lublin and Warszawa are kind of neck and neck in this other match. 11-10 in favor of Lublin right now. So they've just got that 1 point advantage as Nikolov with the slam. And there's a lot more belief right now. Oh, it's a one-on-one on Keita as well, too. Look at that press. Strong through the core. Strong hands. Mozic climbs that ladder and puts that ball onto the back line. And I mean, right now, they're so worried about Keita where he's hitting that ball. So now that Sani's out there for this team, it's going to be interesting to see, because Keita, like, he was hitting between 3 and 4 in that back row, or like between 5 and 6 running that back row ball in that first set. Then he had just hit that C ball right there. So I think they're just looking to give Keita any other looks in the back row. Anything different for Nomori Keita. Ooh. Komendo with a slick set. Slick set to Alex Grozdanov. Oh, is that another Lepke ace? Baby, baby, baby. First set score was 25-23. And Cooper Smith, my assumption is that I don't know if Sandy's brother has played anything for, actually, what's his brother's name? Let's look this up. Just right now as just Sebastiano Sani. So right now they're both marked down as Italy and USA. And I mean, that would make sense. It really depends on who he's played for. So he's already played for Team USA. So at this point, he has to be American. Yeah, he's played World Championships U21. He's played Final Six. He's played Pan Am Cups. So he has to be, like, Sebastiano has to be American now, be due to the new laws by the FIVB, as that's an overpass there by Lepke. He's going to get it back on the C ball. It's going to be covered well. But now it's a Verona chance to swing. Sandy out of the back row, but Podesjanin is there to shut the door. 12-6. Lube piling on in this second set. Yo. Just really good eye work there by the Serbian legend, not getting caught up in his countryman Nedeljkovic in front of him. Mozic is going to be taken out here for Bonisoli. Interesting. Nikolov leading with 4 points in this set, and this Lepke service run has really put Verona out of sorts, and that's another block by Nikolov on Keita. 13-6. I mean, hey, this is still Lube we're talking about here. This is the team, that was up 19-14 in that first set, in that first match, and let it go away. But aren't things looking good right now for Lube Civitanova? As Verona has really struggled to pass that ball, and finally Keita gets it out of them there. Nikolov is going for his third block on Keita. Christensen. Ooh, that's close. Differing opinions on either side. It looks like they're going to go. This looks like it's going to be challenged. That looked like it was close. Oh. Oh, that ball's gonna be out. That ball's out. Yeah. Video check. Video check. Video check. Oh, that's gonna be a tight one. Good run to Nedeljkovic. Nedeljkovic hasn't had that much volume yet. I mean, they haven't really been passing well enough to be able to run the middle all that well. Yeah, like Zingle has 3. He has 2 kills. Nedeljkovic has 2 kills. That's one area that Verona, I'm sure, wants to get going a little bit, but it all has to come down off of that serve receive. Oh, that's a good dig there. Great cover by Keita. Ooh, Micah. Oh, that was just a little bit of magic there from Micah Christensen. Turning to face the right side, then dishing it back to the left. Ooh. Yeah, look at that. Like, Podeshanin was all the way. Like, he thought that ball was going to the right side. He thought that ball was getting set out of system. All right, we're going to end this poll here. Surprisingly enough, 66% of you think that Verona is going to force a game 5. Jackson's Young is having a game right now. What's GDS? Nedeljkovic going down the line to Balasso. Open things up there for Nikolov on the C ball. That ball is so fast to the C ball there by Bonifante. Okay, Bonifante is also, he's a bit of a tricky server as well. He causes them a lot of problems, but Sani up to the task there, and that's it. It seems to me like right now, if you're Micah in Verona, you get that good pass, you need to run the middles. You got to take some of that pressure off of the outsides. I mean, Gargiulo was even there on him, but I mean, Micah's setting that ball perfectly, and Zingle has a lot of experience. He knows exactly how to play that ball. Oh, there's the dribbler. That's a little bit of momentum that Verona needs. That could be a good one. Yeah, but where do they use GDS though? Because it was Hawkeye for a while, the volleyball at Volleyball World Events, and then it was Bolt 6. Lepke continues to just be so damn efficient, leading this match in scoring. 9 for 11 with 2 aces. Lepke right now I'm not going to say anything. No, Bonifante has been playing well. His location has been on much better, and he's understood the flow of the match way better as well too. Lube as in entirety are playing maybe the best we've seen them play so far this series, I would say. Probably this playoffs too, because I didn't think they were fantastic against Trentino. That's the difference with this Lube team. They've got a low floor but a high ceiling. And they understand how to close out a series. They understand how to win here in the playoffs. I said this in the preview. I got some heat from it, but I said this in the preview. Oh, that's a little long by Gargiulo. Ooh, interesting. Decathlon is a sponsor of the Plus Liga too. Really trying to get into volleyball. Oh my goodness, that was ugly there. Finn McCarthy, my guy. Lepke again. Lepke again, baby. Let's go. Just that fastball to the right side. You got that is a mismatch that you're going to have to use. You've got Bonisoli out there. He's come around to the front row. Oh, that looks in. That looked in. That looked in. That's in. They're calling that an ace. Soli wants to challenge that, but that looks like Lepke's third ace of the match. He has been on point so far. Yo. Gotta stick on these stats here. Hey, you know what? I just enjoy watching my boy play well. I enjoy watching my guy play well. I've known him since he was a teenager. I watched his career all the way through. Oh, that's a great time to run Botolo. That's a great time to run Botolo. Dane Pedersen, I kind of disagree. I kind of like the Lube jerseys. Especially the red ones. I think the red one's 6, and I love the highlighter, like green, yellow for the liberos too. I guess you just might not like them just because of the amount of sponsors, I'm guessing. Oh, that's a tough blocking situation for Lube. They're going to want to get that back. You got to get hands on that ball. You got to get some hands on that ball. Oh, they're just going way too high instead of hands on ball. Verona is within striking distance. If they can do something from the baseline, put Lube out of system just like this, that's one. That's one. Verona not dead yet. That's a really good block. A really good block there by Verona. Is this going to be a timeout? Or there's going to be a net touch video check. So we got varying feelings on the sponsors on the jerseys. And I'll say this. I don't mind, and I know a lot of North Americans don't like sponsors on jerseys because we're not really used to that. It's really funny when you look at it because when you compare European sports to North American sports, European sports are way more capitalist. European sports are way more capitalist than North American sports, right? Like in Europe, you're going to see so many more sponsors. Like it's the same in hockey. There's sponsors everywhere. There's sponsors on the jerseys, all this stuff. And at the same time, like in North American sports, all of our sports have, there's things like there's revenue sharing amongst the teams. There is like the draft where the last place teams get first place in the draft. So it's like a socialist system. Whereas in European sports, it's like, hey, whoever has the biggest money, the most money is going to get the best team in is often the case. Botolo there. Fantastic swing. But yeah, I don't mind. I understand the reality of having to have the sponsors on there because if there's not for sponsors, then how are you going to be able to run the team? you know? And if you're going to talk about like some sponsor jerseys, like think about all the iconic sponsors on jerseys that we've had, like the EPL, for example, you know? Or like, you know, Luna Soleil, like you're a big Galatasaray fan. Like what sponsor do they have on their jerseys for football? This is Gargiulo this time. That's a big block. That is a big block at a big moment. You know, he's been a little bit quiet throughout these playoffs comparatively to what we've seen last year from him when he really blew out onto the scene for this Lube team. But man, he's up there. And Nedeljkovic is a big guy, is a really big guy to be able to stop here. But this has been a very error-free, only 5 errors apiece for both of these teams. It's going to be a good dig there by Micah. Keita's going to get it back on the left side. He's going to tip that ball down the line. For such good vision, as we've got that doubled sub in there right now for Lube, with Kurkartsev in the front row and Santiago Orduna in the back row. Yeah, you know, I don't mind it. I like the Perugia jerseys as well too. Like those flames, I also hated them at first, but they've really grown on me. Like, where else are you ever going to see that? Where else are you going to ever see flames like that on a jersey? Have some fun with it. Why not? Another block. Oh, never mind. They're going to call that out. I'm sure it's going to be challenged. I'm sure it's going to be challenged right here. Gianpaolo Madei. Oh, you know what? I have not checked in on the Lublin, Warszawa. Lublin, can they make it 2-0 right here? Malinovsky, he does. He does. 26-24. Lublin goes up 2-0. They lead this series 1-0, if I'm not mistaken. And they are a 1 set away from going to back-to-back Plus Liga finals with another rematch with Zawiercie. I mean, I'm not going to say that I called it little big, but I kind of did. I kind of said that this is exactly what was going to happen. You know, that first game was at Verona, and, you know, Lube looked like they imploded. Oh, they're going to call that in. They're going to call that in. Wow. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Well, Lube. Sani. Oh, okay. I thought that one looked wide, but it seems like everyone on the court was calling it in. So Connie, there's no way that anyone in the U.S. cares enough about volleyball for to get Bud Light or an American car brand. Trust me. Like, have you watched any of the video from the League One finals? There's no one there. There's no one there. And that's for women's volleyball too, right? People care about the NCAA because they care about those institutions and those brands, right? They don't really give a shit about volleyball past the NCAA. Yeah, Lube with 6 blocks in set number 2 alone. No, sorry, 5 blocks with set number 2 alone. And they're also 11 for 17 in attack. So those hitting numbers have changed from set 1 to set 2 as well. And Lube has just really dominated in every stage of this match. They're serving better, they're blocking better, they're attacking better. And they are 1 set away as Verona is going to huddle up on that court. Little interesting moment there between Soli and Mozic. And those two guys know each other well because Soli is also the Slovenian head coach, right? In set number 2 here, Sani led with 6, a good sub in off the bench. Nikolov with 5, Botolo with 5. Botolo had 5, really. It surprised me. Lepke with 4, Keita with 3, Potshanin, Zingel, Nedeljkovic all with 2. All 3 middles. Gargiulo with 1, that one big block. Boniface and Mozic with 1 apiece. Lepke's still leading overall in this match. He's 10 for 12 in attack with 2 aces. Overall, yeah, serving. I mean, Lube has done a lot better job at reducing the amount of errors in their serve. I think this is a big number right here. 9 errors to 14 errors for Lube's serve. You've also got 6 blocks to only 2 blocks. Attacking numbers are pretty similar, though, overall, except you have 4 more errors from Verona, right? Just in general, 16 errors to 11. Although, to be honest, a lot of those errors, like the errors also count the blocks. So to find out the amount of unforced hitting errors they made, you have to go the amount of hitting errors they've done minus the amount of blocks they've done. I belong West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, na na na. All right, well, we are getting ready for set number 3 here. It's actually been a pretty good match. It's just been really dominated by Lube. They're doing all of the things they didn't really do that well in match 1. Hey, the Odyssey, this match is still not done. This match is still not done. Remember, we had a reverse sweep in the last match. It could happen on a reverse sweep away in the last match. It could happen in this match as well, too. But I do agree. Verona, like the matchup of Verona versus Lube is a fantastic advantage for Lube. Perugia, I honestly think it's a little bit closer than people think. Perugia isn't a great passing team. They're not a great passing team, but what Perugia does is limits the amount of errors. So that means that Lube is really going to have to force it. But once again, we need to focus on this set here. First point goes to Verona. They break that serve early. On both of these matches going on right now, the Lublin-Warszawa one as well. We've got that third set starting up. Oh, Zaitsev's looking thick, man. He's looking thick. Of course, Zaitsev spent so many years playing for this Lube team. Botolo, who really exploded there. in set number 2 with 5 points, comes out of the gate here with a beautiful swing out of the pipe. And I mean, that's like I've really felt like Boniface has done a really good job of managing his offense so far throughout this third set. Throughout this fourth match. You got Darlin back on the court though. No Mozic, that must have been that moment there between him and Fabio Soli after that set, where, you know, Soli knows that he's the captain, knows what he means to this team and this organization, and kind of told him hey, I have to take you off here. I think we need to go with Sani. Sani did lead Verona in points. Cesare wants nothing to do with the whining from Verona right now, just nothing at all. Oh, that looked close, but I think it was a little long. Oh, Darlin into the net. I don't really know how I feel about that decision to bring Darlin out. Oh, Kamenda got a nice little block there on a two-handed throw by Tilly. That's Ole Antonov, right? The guy with the glasses there. Oh, that's a big ace. A big ace by Nikolov on Keita. Verona needs Darlin to step up, absolutely. They just haven't had that secondary scoring past Keita, and Keita's been kind of doing a lot of the work, especially in like Nikolov's got 11, Lepke's got 12, Botolo has 7, and you've got Keita there with 10, Sani with 6. Oh, that's a smart shot. A smart shot there by Nikolov. Yeah, you know, Timothy, finally the LegaVolley puts a little bit of effort into their broadcast. You know, we're still watching it in 720p though. Oh, a net violation. Oh, it was into the antenna. Into the antenna. Lube with that 6-3 lead solely has to call that timeout. As you can just see Verona getting dejected. They need a little bit of belief here. They need something to happen. They need either a serving run. They need a big block or two. Some big defensive plays. Verona needs something because they have lacked that spark here. Oh, Finn. I look over just to see Finn McCarthy get an absolute slam on Bednor's out of the pipe. It's all tied up at 4. In Lublin. Oh, Leon with the dig too. Oh, Jackson, that's not a good enough rollie. That's not a good enough rollie. Oh, then he got tooled, unfortunately. Keita looking a little frustrated after that overpass. And yeah, Keita coming off. Oh, there we go. This is going from bad to worse. It's his 300th block in the LegaVolley there by Boto. Oh my God, back to back. This is getting from bad to worse for Verona. Oh my goodness. What a slam. What an absolute shithouse there by Mattia Botolo. Showing up at the biggest of times. Yeah, poor Darlin. You're not wrong. Yeah. Soli is just giving him like you need to pump his tires at this point. Right? Because you've only got those 3 substitutions. You already took out Keita, and you know you're going to have to put him back in eventually. Right? So you can't waste another substitution on Darlin, but also who would you put in? Like you would have to put in Mozic on the right to maybe block. That honestly wouldn't be necessarily a terrible idea. But that was an absolute shithouse there, and still Verona can't pass that ball well enough. And that is going to be a tight dig there by Putki. And that's going to be another out-of-system ball here. Oh, wow. Lepke gets Staffarini in the face. 10-3. Oh, wow. Just gets him as Lepke continues. Just an outstanding match. Outstanding. Oh, I thought that might have hit his shoulder. That got him right in the face. Hey, but he steps up and passes a pretty good ball right off the bat. Botolo makes that dig. He's going to get back on the outside. Amazing swing. Amazing swing. Everything Lube touches right now turns to gold. Everything they touch right now at this moment is turning to gold. Just so smart. Netsi's going over there like, whoo, whoo, whoo. You know, I don't know if Verona has regressed. Once again, this is a Verona team that is 2-4 against this Lube team this year. When they play against good serving, when they play against serving who go after Keita, they struggle. That has been Verona's MO. If you're looking at the cup matches, like if you're looking at the Italian Cup, they played a Perugia team who they actually match up with pretty well. Right? Because it's like it's one team like Perugia doesn't serve with too much intensity because they try to get to lower their errors. And then they played a Trentino team without Micheletto. Whereas, Lube puts pressure on Verona. And this goes back to what I said at the beginning of the season. If Verona had gone out and got like a Luca Porro, that's a different story to me. But yeah, Keita, like in this series, has shown that like he can't necessarily. Oh, Nikolov. Oh, that's a good block there by Keita. Another block by Lube Civitanova. They are just pouring down on this Verona team right now. But yeah, when Lube does everything they need to in their game plan, if Lube does everything in their game plan, it's really hard for Verona to be able to execute in that situation. Really hard. And I mean, we're kind of seeing it too with Lube's blocking numbers in this match. It's just because like Verona has had to go like out of system so often. So often. I'll be very interested to see what the Botolo with 5 points, including 3 blocks here in this third set. Yeah, they're 5 for 7 in attack with no errors. They have 3 blocks and an ace. Yeah, I mean you have to challenge that. I think at this point, like if you're looking just for anything, you want to stop any type of momentum. You want to talk to your guys. You've only got 1 timeout left, and I think unfortunately we are seeing the last final dying breaths of Verona's season as they trail by 9 here as Boniface, well, now they trail only by 8, but still, Boniface misses that serve. I mean, it's not done yet. It's not done yet. We've known what's happened in this series, but Lube is looking like they're playing light. Nikolov is there, smiling and laughing, and they're ready to go. They are ready to go. It's a pretty decent pass there by Lepke. Gargiulo's going to get slowed down. Here's a big opportunity for Verona. Oh, no. Keita was right there. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking for Verona. Getting a chance in transition, get a break point, steal a point back, and Gargiulo looking a little bit like Waluigi in that scenario. After that big swap block, Botolo from the baseline into the net. 10 blocks for Lube in this match. And I mean, it's not like they're blocking fantastic either, but Verona is just consistently out of system. Consistently out of system because Lube's serve has been just unreal. Oh, there we go. Francesco Santi from the baseline, bringing in a little something. A little bit of juice for this team. A little bit of hope and belief for Verona as he unloads that one right between Nikolov and Balasso, right between their seam. And that's it. Right now, you're going to, anything this Verona team can latch onto to be able to gain a little bit of momentum, to be able to crawl their way back into this one. Oh, that's another big block, back to back. Aiden Zingle. You got, if I'm Giancarlo Made, you have to call a timeout here. You're going to have to call a timeout. That's 2 big points in a row. There doesn't call a timeout. Okay. Interesting. Sandy continues at the baseline. And he's going to get another ace. 3 in a row. This is what I was saying. Don't, that fat lady is warming up, but she's not on the stage yet. She is not on the stage just yet. And this is exactly why. Crushes that one at Balasso. His Italian teammate. World champion teammates, but enemies right now. And right now, honestly, this is less about information by midday as, hey, we need to slow down their momentum. We just need to slow down their momentum. We are leading by 9. Now we're only leading by 5. Only. But it's all about just slowing down that momentum. Getting the crowd back into it. Making sure that Sandy cools off. Give him some time to think from the baseline. Set up maybe something specific to do. Inside out. Yeah, just give it to Gargiulo. Give it to Gargiulo. He's pumped up right now. Verona come back. This might be one of the greatest comebacks ever. I mean, hey, if they're coming back in this set, they're winning the match. I honestly fully believe that. Right? If you can come down like a hole like that, everything else seems easy. Sani with a good run from that back row. And that's as important it is for them to get breaks and steal some points from the baseline in their blocker or defense, whatever it is for Verona, their side out game needs to be immaculate. Immaculate at this point. Every time they're in receive, they need to be able to get a point. Another kill by Lepke. Another kill by Lepke. Darlin looking rejected, dejected, as he has not had the day that his team needed from him so far. 3 points only for Darlin Souza. 3 kills, 4 errors on 7 attempts. And Lepke with another ace. Just crushing it right now. Lepke having his best game by far of the playoffs. And I mean, that one was right beside Mosic with just too much heat. Lepke leads this match with 15 Keita on the outside. He's dug by Balasso. Boniface all the way across to Nikolov. That's a good recycle. Boniface now, a second ball attack. He's feeling himself. Just a heads up play there by Mattia Boniface. You'll love to see it. And this is a dangerous Lube team. When they look like this, when they play like this is a dangerous team. Is that going to be another ace by Lepke? No. But it's going to be way out of system for Verona as Keita swinging away a little wildly at that ball. As Lepke's serving has caused problems for this team, for this Verona team, all afternoon. It is now 19-10 in favor of the home team. They're only 6 points away for qualifying for the finals. So it's going to be another out-of-system set here by Verona. Sani not happy with himself by the set, but Keita able to clean up that garbage and tip it over the block. No Dado, no third place series this year. Verona, because they are the higher ranked team, has them automatically already qualified for the Champions League next year. And Piacenza will be going back to the CEV Cup unless they want to grab one of those wild card places. It's a good pass by Botolo. Outside to Nikolov. He's blocked. Micah trying to get his team going. Yeah. I mean, I've just been talking about it in the Discord for a while. That this was a terrible matchup. I mean, I made a video on it. Lube looking real good. Alex with it, like, how many steps has Micah Christensen had to take chasing that ball all the way back to the baseline time and time again in this match? Keita looking for hands. Are they going to give it to him? Looks like they do. Imiko Milano and Fenerbahce versus Vakif Bank at the same time tomorrow. Yo. Botolo into the net. Lube losing, like, you know, getting a little bit of relaxed here. La da 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 do. La da 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 do. Oh, that's a big ace by Keita. Verona still out here threatening as Medei is going to call another timeout. He's going to settle things down. What do I think? Do I think Matt Anderson will play at the LA 28 Olympics? Here's the deal. Looks like Matt Anderson's going to be playing for Team USA this year. You know, it's hard for me to see him play in a year where there's no World Championships, no Olympics, and not play in the Olympics from 2 years from now. And the reality is that the US kind of needs him. Garcia hasn't proven himself to be. I think he's going somewhere. Garcia's going somewhere else next year, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I think Anderson has to play in the Olympics. Another ace from Keita. They are in dangerous territory right now. In a dangerous territory right now is this Verona team. A little bit of momentum, a little bit of belief, and that's all they're going to need. 20-16. It was 19-10 just a few points ago. Another real tough serve there by Keita. Oh, and a bad set by Bonifonte. He's holding that stick a little too tight. Cates is going to get back on that C ball. He's shut down. That is a massive block for Lube. Huge block for Lube. Botolo with another one. That's his fourth block of this set. 4 blocks in this set by Mattia Botolo. And another bad pass by Verona into the antenna. 22-16. I'm not saying anything until this match is over. I don't want to jinx anyone. Some people in the Discord are already accusing me of jinxing Verona. So I'm just gonna sit here. We're gonna call it as it is. We're gonna call it as we see it. As Sani's gonna go into the block. Nikolov gets that ball up. Oh, Botolo is shut down there by Christensen and co. Lots of blocks here in set number 3. 8 in total for both teams. 8 blocks, 7 aces combined by these two teams here. Oh, Planisic coming in, and he has a difficult wiggler, right? This ball has caused Lube problems all series long, right? When they came back from down 19-14, it was Planisic at the baseline, but that's a tough one. I love the in-house stadium announcer, the Gargiulo. Oh, that's a good pass there by Mozic. And there's been too far in between plays like that for Verona where Micah is able to stay at the net and run the middles. There's just been too few points throughout this match where Micah has been able to run the middles. And the Lube faithful are happy. They're cheering and they're chanting. Lepke with his first error of the match as he gets blocked by Francesco Sani. A bit of a quick ball there by Bonifonte. Nikolov. Oh, that's too bad there for Verona. Looked like that ball was alive, and we have match point Lube. 24-19 in favor of the home team. And I thought this series was going to go to 5. Not coming into this match, but just in general coming into the series, I thought the series was going to go to 5. But that has not been the case here, as it looks like Lube is going to be able to close things out. Not on this point here. Botolo with a nice little wry smile, knowing how nice it would have been able to close things out for his team. As Sani heads back to the baseline, and we know how good he has been at the baseline and in big moments too, this past year, last year at the World Championships. But he's going to need somewhat of a miracle to string 4 in a row here as that ball's passed by Balasso outside to Nikolov, and it's done. It's over. Lube headed back to the finals to take on Perugia, a rematch of last year's semifinals. 23 errors overall for this Verona team. They got blocked 11 times. They were 32 for 60 in attack. And then, looking at the points for both these teams, Lepke with 15. He was 12 for 15 with 1 error in this match. That is gross. Lepke with the MVP, This is going to be a big shout out to all the Lepke haters, especially in the Discord. Fuck you. That was just a dominant performance by Lube Civitanova. If they play like that, they are a difficult team to play against. A very difficult team to play against. Looks like there was a nice little moment there between the two of the North Americans. Lepke and Sandy had a nice little hug at the net. I do want to say that this, like Verona should be happy with their season. Verona should be happy with their season. They had a fantastic season. They had their best season in club history. They've qualified for the Champions League. They won the Italian Cup. Like, they just fell a little short against a team that they were not. They were poorly matched up against. You know, it's too bad because if they had been able, like, I think I said this before, if Trentino had Micheletto, I don't even know if they would be able to beat this Verona team. Pochettino did play a very crucial role in this series. He was huge. He was huge in this series. Just coming up with big plays at big moments. He was 2 for 5 overall. It's a big win there. But I think Verona should be really proud of their series. I think Verona should be really, really proud of the way that they played this season. Does suck that Darlin completely ghosted the game. 3 for 7. Negative efficiency. And yeah, that's tough overall there. For Verona. But they knew it was going to be tough after losing the last game, getting reverse swept at home. "23 errors. Oh, that's tough. Really tough there for Verona. And I mean, but so much of it came down to how good Lube was from the baseline. You know, they kept their errors under 5 missed serves per set. Just under, but still. Nikolov run around, high-fiving everyone. How do I think Verona will do in the Champions League next year? Well, this is going to be a different Verona team. This is going to be a different Verona team, right? They're losing Darlin. They're bringing in Buchegar. We'll have to see how that dynamic looks. You know, for Buchegar is not Verona. Ooh, at what point do Verona as a franchise needs to consider moving on from Rock Moza? She's extremely injury prone and struggling to fulfill his potential in big moments. I think he's just been a little bit injury prone, you know, in the past season. I don't think it's necessarily time yet. I think next year is his last year of his contract. So that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, people in the Discord right now, I don't know how you can blame this on Micah. They're calling him Micah Chukshevich. I don't know how you can blame this match on Micah at all. Yeah, Micah had to run a marathon in this match because Verona just couldn't pass the ball. How many times were they passing that ball to the baseline or onto the blue court? What match are you watching, Burkay? Some very pieced together Italian. I think Lepke might be better in Italian than he is in French, though. All right, guys. Well, that'll be it for the semifinal series. We're going to see how it goes now in the finals between Perugia and Lube. Okay. Is TJ coming back from VNL? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know much about the Americans, what they're doing. All right. Well, guys, I got to go clean my house. So thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow for the double between with both of the women's finals going on at the same time. All right. Peace out. Love you all. Have a great day. Bye.